Hello again, this is part 11 of our toilet paper roll mini. Sorry there's so many parts, my camera, as I've said before, will only film in short spurts. Just to catch up with where it ran out on the very last video, just to show you that I've finished this page by putting our chipboard flower here and the leaves either side, just to finish that page off. Page 10 was the pocket page we put in originally. I've decorated the pocket with 3 of the chipboard punched flowers, 2 with buttons and 1 with a pink centre, just again obviously to bring that pink in again. And for the pocket I've just made 2 of the Labels 1 dies in 2 different sizes. That one's got Photomat on both sides, although because I've decided to put the flourish accent on there, you probably would put just a small photograph and a larger one on that side and journaling on that one. So those slot into there. And that's the last of our toilet paper roll pages. And you can see that that's actually quite a fat album at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and put the chipboard covers on. We made those right at the beginning. And I want to actually decorate the insides of those. This is the back one. I know it's the back one because I've still got this hole here that was in the paper originally. To decorate the inside back cover, I've made an envelope, and that's going to sit on here like so. Okay. To make the envelope, I first made a template. Now, I'm not sure I can explain very well exactly how I do this because, to be honest, it's a bit hit and miss in some respects, just how I do it. First thing I decide is the size of my envelope, and in this case it's 2 5/8 by 3.5. I don't want the decoration to be any bigger on the back cover than my toilet paper rolls. Okay, and then to make the template, I take a sheet of paper and draw half of the size of my envelope. Okay, so that's that. And then, because I want these 2 side flaps to overlap, I draw a line pretty much in the middle and slightly longer than half the width, so you can see that there, and curve the ends. The bottom flap I want to go just above halfway, so again I measure down just above halfway and just curve that by eye really. And with my top envelope flap I actually want it nearly to the bottom of the envelope, and you'll see why in a moment. So again, just put a dot on your paper here and just curve that in. If you cut out that, you've got half your template. Because I've drawn it on a fold line, I can open it out and that's the whole template. Put that on the paper, draw around it, and this is what I end up with. So I'm just going to stick this together, and when I'm sticking it together I'm just going to do it slightly loosely so that anything I put in the envelope will fit in easily. And I suppose what I imagine going in here is perhaps a letter explaining the album, or a letter to the person you're giving it to, something along those lines. Just ease that up gently. Okay, and then we've got space there for our letter. Okay, already put the score tape on the back of this as well. These bits, and this is going to be placed pretty much centrally. Okay. Now to close this, I made a little chipboard punched flower with my 3 pieces of cardstock and my pattern paper. I still want the pink on there, so I've just again done a flower centre, and this is going to sit on the bottom of the envelope so that the flap will tuck behind it to make sure it's shut. And that's the inside of our back cover. For inside the front cover, I've made a file folder, and I've done that in a very similar way with a hand-drawn template to start with. Cut on a fold again. This is my sheet of paper folded in half. Draw a square the size that I want it. Add the little tab, just place that by eye, cut it out, cut the tab off the back, and that's your template that goes on the paper, and that you can see it there. On the inside of this I've put 2 mats just so that we could put a photograph in there, title the mini if we wanted to, whatever you like really. I'm going to hold this closed when it's in place with a paper clip, and I pop that on before I put any tape on the back, and actually before I stick it down, so that there's allowance made for that. And I've decorated with the 3 chipboard flowers again, as you can see there. And again, we'll position this pretty much centrally. Make sure it's stuck, and then that should just slip down the back there. Ooh, done that a bit tight. There we are. And fix on like that. So that's all of our pages finished and decorated. I don't think I'll be making any additions. Occasionally I do go back. So we've got one more video to go, when I'll show you how I'm going to bind this and how I'm going to decorate the front cover. Thank you for watching.